Well, hello, and hello, good people, and welcome to Can You, with the letter U, handle the truth? Listen, I am your host and creator, Jocelyn N. McGuire. Listen, I want you guys to what? Like and share. And remember to go to YouTube and subscribe to my what? Channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, baby. That way you'll never miss another episode of Can You Handle the Truth? Once again, like I introduced myself before, I am your host and creator, Jocelyn McGuire, specializing in breakthrough counseling, women's ministry, mental health, trauma in adults as well as in children. I do hold a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am also a certified circle keeper as well, and I do hold a evangelist license. All right. Now, listen. You know my passion. My passion is to see individuals overcome with the truth. Yeah, overcome with the truth. Yeah, I'm so glad you guys joined in today. All right. We have Brother Deshaun. Okay, how was Legos? Oh yeah, it was amazing when I was there. I know I had posted some pictures, but they came up without the date on there. So Legos was fine. Thank you. Listen, thank you. Listen, I want to give out some acknowledgments before we start on our topic for tonight, which is called Vow Breakers. Vow Breakers. But like I said, I want to give out some acknowledgments on this evening. First of all, I'd like to congratulate my niece, Shamari A, on her graduation last Friday on the 13th. Congratulations, Shamari A. I'm so proud of her, godly proud of her accomplishments. I thank God for that. Also, we want to give our acknowledgement to Pastor Michelle Solomon, grandbaby number 3. You go, Grandma. Well, congratulations to you on your new arrival, another baby boy. Congratulations. Nothing like some new babies, huh? But all right, now what else we gonna do? All right. Also, want to give our acknowledgement to my son, Elder Jamar Jamerson. Oh, he sung last night at the convention, convocation, whatever they had. It was nice. It was nice, and the word of God was rich. Footsteps in the dark. That God is with you, even in the dark. But However, it was great. It was great. And I just want to give out those acknowledgments. All right. Also, thank you guys for joining me on TikTok. Listen, like and share, like and share, like and share, like and share. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate on that sharing. You hear me? Don't hesitate on that. Don't hesitate. Just do it. It's real simple. Just do it. Just do it. Now, you all go get somebody, bring them on in. Mm. Can you handle the truth? Listen, I know this is a new night for a lot of us because last night I went and I supported my son. He was one of the guest singers. So I supported him on last night, even though, this is very important to me, this podcast. But however, I rescheduled for tonight, which is unusual, a Friday night. And we're going to resume back to our regular programming next week. Next week. All right, guys, go get somebody, bring them in here. We're going to talk about vow breakers. Vow breakers. You make a vow, you make a promise, and they break them. They break them. So we're talking about vow breakers. Do you know any? Do you know any? Have you came across real vow breakers? They just untrustworthy in my book. In my book, they untrustworthy. In my book, they are liars. In my book, they I think they taught this to be heard when they already know they're not going to fulfill their obligations. They're not going to fulfill their promise to you. So, in other words, this person is known as being untrustworthy. Remember that. Untrustworthy. This individual is untrustworthy when they continuously break promises, continuously break promises, and they break promises like no big deal. I mean, it's not like emergency came up. And like I said, I think a lot of times when people break their promise, I believe these are certain people that love to hear themselves talk. Hmm. They love to hear themselves talk. I once was married to a person like that, and their friends would ask them to do certain things or to meet them certain place, and they would be like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll be there, I'll be there," but all the time because I knew them, because I knew their character, and all the time they already made up their mind. It's already made up. They're not going to go. They're not going to show up. They just told you that so that you would get off their back. Mhm. So that you would not continuously keep asking them. So they just automatically tell you, yes, I'll be there. Yes, I will support you. Yes, yeah, I can do that. Yes, I can do that. And the whole time in their hearts, they are lying. Isn't that something? This whole time, they are lying. And sometimes you have to wonder, well, why are individuals this way? Well, I believe they are just the way they are. They just like that. They just part of them, and why they do these certain things. I really don't know. Like I said, I was once married to a man. I was married, and he would always make broken promises. like it was just like it was normal, like it was a normal thing to do, to break promises and to break your word. You know, the word of God says your word is your bond, that if you don't have anything else, you do have your word. You may not be a millionaire, you may not live in a fabulous home, you may not have the prestige job or position, but one thing you have, and nobody can take it away from you, and that is your word. Mhm. That is your word. Your word is priceless. Let me put it to you like that. Your word is priceless. Yeah, your word is priceless. A lot of individuals will abuse their words. And what I mean by abuse their words, they will say one thing and do another, or they will lie. Now your word is no good. Now everything that comes out your mouth, I perceive it to be a what? I perceive it to be a lie, because this is the way you seem to operate. So now you are a person that do not deliver. Not only you don't deliver the promise, but you you mix it and you use words of a liar. You use words of a liar. Words of a liar. And when you start doing this, it becomes a part of you. I don't know if it becomes a part of you, but I believe it is you. It is actually the real you that shows up. Mhm. It is the real you that shows up that breaks promises. Now, I know some things cannot be helped. I know that. I know that life can start lifing. I know that as well. I know that things can come up that are out of your control. You have no control over some things that may occur. So then you have to what? Break your promise, because a situation or circumstances, or something that has rose up and it is out of your hands, to say, so to say, it's out of your hands. And so what you do is you tell the truth then, that hey, I can't do it because such came up, that came up, this right here came up, it's out of my head. Maybe we can work around it. Make How about next week would be better for me? Okay, now I do have a scenario. It is something I have read on Facebook. Facebook has a lot of information, Instagram as well, and TikTok, all those different social media platforms. They do present a lot of information. That they do. They do present a lot of information. Um, Now, here is the scenario. All right. Here's the scenario. Here's the scenario. Now, you are in a relationship, or you're married, or you're in a committed relationship, um, as to where you're committed to just that person. Mhm. You don't wander around and venture off of the land. Okay, you don't go and try and play in someone else's playground. You don't go and play in someone else's sandbox, all right? Because you have a significant other um, that you have committed to, all right? Now remember, you have a commitment. You have a commitment. You have a commitment. You made a vow. You made a promise to love and be whole and to take care of this person, whether in sickness or in health or wherever vows you guys wrote together. Um, so you made these promises to each other. Mhm. You made these promises to each other. They don't involve anyone else. They just between the two of you all. Just between you and him. And you made this promise, this vow. Let's see who's on here now. Deshaun. Okay, Deshaun. Deshaun, he goes, it's hard to recover from the trauma of disappointment. You know you're right. It's also difficult to forgive one's own self for letting someone else down. Oaths are enormous. They're a big thing. It's not when you take an oath, you should take it wholeheartedly, sincerely take a oath. You know, when I was deputy clerk for the city, we had to be sworn in, take an oath, and that thing, I swore to abide by the laws and this, that, and the other. And when we were saying that, tears came down my eyes because it meant a lot to me that I would uphold this oath because it was sincere and it's something I had to do that I felt like I had to do this thing. I had to stand by these words. But like you said, it's hard to recover from the trauma of this. It's so hard. It's so hard. But let me, and it's hard to forgive yourself. I think that's what you're saying for letting someone else down. It is. It's like an emotional break. Like you said you'll do it out of your abundance of your heart. Okay, you'll do this from the abundance of your heart. But when you can't do it, you feel bad within yourself for not being able to come through like you gave your word you would. But however, there are circumstances, that we have to look at and say, you know what? Let me check everything on this list. Let me check. I tried this, that happened. Okay, that happened. That I couldn't do it. I couldn't do emergency, unexpected emergency. Came up out of my control. I couldn't do it. Uh, Different things that come up where you just can't do it. You just can't do it. Period. You just can't. You have got to evaluate the situation to say, hey, you know what? You shouldn't have to be going into emotional overload because you was not able to fulfill this obligation. Think about it. And we're going to talk about that trauma of disappointment. I have been so, you would think I've been traumatized, but hey, I'm here. All right. I'm here. And you think I've been traumatized, but I am here. Okay, I am here. I am here. I am here. I am here. And I know a lot of you all can relate to this particular um, situation where you feel bad about it because you couldn't do it, but it's, remember, it's out of your control. It's out of your control. You can't control the weather. You can't control your automobile. Come on, you can't control situation around you. You cannot control those things, and sometimes these things will rise up and will cause an interruption as to where you cannot keep your promise. Now, now, Sean is going way ahead of me, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it anyway. Okay, he says here, I was a wreck after my first marriage because the breakup was my fault. I did not keep my word to love and to hold and cherish my wife. You know what? When we feel that way, I think it's a good thing to feel that way because you have what we call remorse. Hmm. Have what we call remorse. Oh yeah, yes. Uh, right, Jennifer. You cannot control your automobile. Listen, if you get a flat tire, you get a flat tire. If your radiator run hot, it just run hot. All right. If the gauges are out of whack, it just out of whack. Listen, the car won't start, it just won't start. You are not a built-in mechanic. Okay. Listen. These things do occur. Sometimes people don't want to believe you, but however, guess what? That's on them if they don't want to believe you. But Deshaun was saying here that he felt bad for the breakup of his first marriage because he said it was his fault. And you know what? I have to applaud you because you have taken accountability. You have taken, ain't nothing like taking accountability. Because I believe, I believe that when you take accountability, you'll do better. You will recognize your stumbling blocks when you take accountability. And now that you have taken accountability, are you more observant in the promises you make and are able to keep? Are you more observant in your promises, in your words? You more observant in keeping your word. You more observant in not causing harm. You more observant in not interrupting that person peace. You're more conscious. You're more conscious of their emotions and how they would actually feel if I broke my vows. I mean, there's no reasons in breaking one's vow. If you say, well, I broke the vow because they broke it first. Okay, well, are we going tit for tat? Because guess what? There are no winners. Whenever you go tit for tat, there are no winners. There's no winners. Because you broke one promise, I'm going to break another one. No one wins. There are no winners in this match. No one wins. Okay, let me get back to my scenario. Okay, I hope that people are going to remember and catch hold of some of these key words, that are being used tonight. And I look at them as being nuggets. Okay, when when Deshaun said, "My fault," taking ownership, taking ownership, being accountable for your actions, being accountable for your actions. Now, let's take this a bit farther down the road. And let's say, like I said, you have a significant other that you guys have made vows. Okay, you made vows to be committed to each other, and that they was the only one, and your eyes would not wander, neither would your feet. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, you made this promise, heart to heart, eyes to eyes, voice to voice. And your promise is your word. Okay? Because your word is your what? Your bond. Like I said, you have nothing else, but one thing about it, you got your word. We know one thing, we know she's not no liar. We know one thing, we know he's not no liar. I know they're gonna tell me the truth. I know they telling me the truth. I know it. I know it. I listen. I believe they tell me the truth because I know them. I know they telling me the truth because they're not no liar. Their word is they bond. They may not have anything else, but one thing I can say, they got their word. Now, y'all can say what you want to say about me. I'm funny acting, I'm weird, whatever. But guess what? You ain't known me to be no liar. Hello. Can you handle the truth? Listen, so let's get to this scenario. All right. Let's get to this scenario. This scenario. All right. Now, your significant other is in a an accident. Okay. They're in an accident, car accident, boating accident, plane accident, whatever. But they are in an accident, and they badly hurt. Hmm. They are badly hurt, and they are badly hurt. Hello, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, so good to see you. So good to see you. It's been a while, but I'm glad that you're here. He says, so true, so true. And they are badly injured. Okay. They are so injured that they will need your personal care. Hmm. They will need your personal care after leaving the hospital. They will need to rely upon you to meet all their needs. Okay, that means getting their water, cleaning them up, changing their clothes, feeding them because they've been in bad cars. That but you come to find out, you come to find out that they were not the only one in the accident. Mhm. You come to find out that this other individual is a secret lover. That means they are in a what? A romantic relationship. Mhm. They are in a romantic relationship. Now, the vow has been broken already. The promise has been broken already. The promise has been broken already. Already, they have broken their promise because now they are with someone else and they are in a romantic relationship. Now, this other person, they sustained some injuries, but however, they would not need any extensive care as your significant other would. Now that you have found this information out, will you still be able to take care of your significant other? Now, this is real. This is real. This is real. This is real. Because you know, one thing about breaking vows is that you break the other person. Mhm. You put a crack in them. Okay, you put a fracture line of a crack in them, and sometimes it be a little fracture, but however, even the little fractures take time to what heal. It's still some damage that has been done. It's still something that has penetrated the very soul of this person you said you love and you promised to not hurt them. But however, you have caused this pain. They cause you this pain. Now, are you able to take care of this person you said you value, love? Can you keep your vows? Can you keep your words? Can you I'm just breaking it down for whoever don't understand. Can you keep your promises? Now, I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm just going to keep it real because you know one thing about love, you really love someone. Love just don't disappear. Mm. Love just don't disappear. The love just don't go away like that. You may have, if you truly love this person, you may have some anger. You may have some anger. You may even be disappointed. But do you break your vows? Do you break your vow? Now, being who I am and the type of person I am and how I love, because now I love pretty hard. I mean, I don't know if that's to a fault or it's bad. Sometimes it can be a bad situation, but I love pretty hard. It's a known fact. I do. I love hard. I love hard. And my spouse, significant other, has been with their secret lover and was in a accident, and now I got to take care of them. I got to take care of my significant other. Uh, am I upset? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, yes. Yes, I am upset. Yes, I am disappointed. Oh yeah, just like Sean said up here earlier, he was saying this. Oh, it was good. He says, it's hard to recover. Let me show you guys from trauma or disappointment. And I would say that is a pretty heavy trauma. That's pretty heavy. It's hard to recover. But however, but during that time that your significant other is all depending on your care, are you able to do that? Now, like I said, love just don't disappear. Like I said, you get mad. You're gonna be angry. You're gonna be disappointed. Mm. But can you handle the truth? And it may just hurt you. That's trauma. That's trauma. That's trauma. That's to me, that's a whammy. That's a whammy. That's a whammy. All at one time you find out they're in an accident. Okay, you're nervous already. Find out they're in an accident. Oh, it don't look so good. Oh, okay, but they're gonna survive, but they're gonna need your care. Oh, you find a sigh of relief. Then you hear that they're with someone else. Then your emotions kind of shift somewhat with someone else. What you mean? They someone a secret lover, a romantic lover, and they did this to me. Now you done the shift. But however, like I said, sometimes love just don't go away like that. You truly love someone, it doesn't really go away. Now I would take care of my significant other. I would take care of my significant other. I really would because I have a love. Even though they broke the promise, even though they did that to me, I still would have a love for them. But like I say, a little bit. You get that. Remember, I think you get that crack in your heart. You get that damage, that spear, this crushed through. You might have a hairline fracture where it hurts so bad, and then you might just get crushed. Now I've seen people get crushed and can't recover. Can you handle the truth? Mm, wow. And they don't seem to find a way to recover. And when you break vows, you must, before you even start breaking vows, okay, when you start making vows, you have got to be mindful of that other person's feelings. Mhm. You have got to be ever so mindful of their feelings so that you don't cause irreversible damage. Oh, you said, oh, you taking that too far. Oh, really now? I don't know. Maybe you need to talk to some people that were really in love and they were married 20 years or married 40 something years or married whatever 30 years or whatever, they had a lifelong commitment to this individual. And then the individual decide that they are going to break their promise. And not only they have wandering eyes, but now they have wandering feet. Now they have wandering feet. Okay, we have cafeteria talk. All right, cafeteria talk. Let me see, can I get you on here? Okay. How you doing, cafeteria talk? Great, bring them on. Mark your prior comments. Da, 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 da. Okay, now we're going to try to bring him on. Oh, we got him. We have cafeteria week 9. Oh, I'm sorry, I ain't got my glasses on. I should know you. You my son. Shouldn't I know your name? You would think that's the case. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, now what do you think about these vow breakers? Yeah. Um, any vow, vow breaker, you make a promise to your you can make a promise to yourself, promise to the one that you love, or organization you belong to, or a club, or no, wherever you made a vow, even on your job, people have vows that they have taken an oath, and they had broken this vow, these promises. And there sometimes you meet a person that is consistently break vows. You ever came across those people?
Like I said, things are circumstantial. And when life gets to life and throwing curveballs, it's a lot of things you might say you wouldn't do or would never do and end up having to do.
That is true. I do agree with you on that. You took it to a whole nother level as far as circumstances occurring that one would break that vow because of circumstances, and because they feel as though their back, someone may feel like their back is up against the law, against the wall. But
Yeah,
however,
yeah, just
yeah,
that's
yeah, absolutely, 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 absolutely. Some vows, like you said, circumstantial, may be broken in regards of one's life, one's environment. Yeah. Okay. Well, I made a vow. Okay. And thou, like you said, thou should not kill, but under the circumstances of protecting oneself, then it would be either you or me. And I would prefer that I would be the survivor. Yeah, yeah. You're not trying to defend yourself. Not trying to defend yourself. Now let's come down on a more broader view of vow breakers, promise breakers. Um, do you look as if, do you know of anyone, and I most certainly do, that when they speak, you already know they're not going to do what they say. You come across those type people, those type of people, and I say these type of people are in my words, are untrustworthy because you continuously lie. Say you're going to do it and you're going to show up, but you don't. You say you're going to do this, but you don't. You get your word. Oh, I promise, man, I'll be there. But you don't. You don't even show up, and you don't even call with an excuse. Yeah. If listen, you already know what you're dealing with. Don't make like you don't now. Don't use the phone. Yeah, maybe this time, yeah, maybe this time they'll come through for me. Let me give them one more chance. Then yeah, you are. Then guess what? You the fool that keep believing in someone that continuously break promises, never keep their word. They never keep their word. They promise not to promise. I promise you I'm not gonna keep my promise. Basically, that's what they're saying. You right about that. Hey guys, let me check with my audience here and see if they can hear you. All right, now I know I got some people on the line here. If you can hear this conversation that I'm having on TikTok, please let me know because they are dropping some nuggets, all right, about this promise breaker. So if you can hear them, please let me know that you can hear them or you're not hearing them. Either way, let me know, okay? Now, yes, you have dropped some gold nuggets right there. It doesn't matter if they have gray hair, they work a 9 to 5. If they work a 9 to 5, and what else was that you were saying? If, if whatever phase they are in their life does not matter. It's nature. It's not, well, it's not perfect. Nature not we are not perfect. Yeah. Well, you're taking it to a whole nother. level, and I can understand exactly what you are saying. I can understand what you are saying in that aspect of a person being conditioned. Then this is what they know. This is what they practice. This is what is perfect and right to them. To the, to them. To them. For that environment that they are in, which includes themselves. In that environment, that includes themselves within that environment. Mm. Mm. I, okay. 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 Right. It doesn't require that because you're not looking to face any type of violence. No. Exactly. 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 Now let's get back to the how do you think an individual that has been traumatized through the scenario that I had given? I don't know if you heard it all or not, but your significant other was in an accident, badly hurt. Now you got to take care of them, but you come to find out later on, not too much later, that someone else was with them in this accident that is their romantic lover. Do you still care for that person you said you love? Yes. Mm. Now, do you believe people chose to overlook or they just didn't see it? Then their true colors come out. You, when you're kind of speculate, you're kind of speculate. You speculate. You speculate. Now, mm, oh yeah, a narcissist to finesse you. To make you believe what they believe and make you believe what they want you to believe. So you may not see it coming because now your mind is every which way but the right direction because they have taken you there. So you may not um, catch the hint, and they will make you overlook it. They make you overlook their They make you overlook their downfall, their wrongdoing. They make you look another direction. They will change and alter your thinking about them. They will alter their thinking about them is what they will do. So that's what happens. That's exactly what happens. So yeah, I would take care of my lover, my person I love, my significant other. If it came down to taking care of them, um, yeah, because like I said, I don't believe love disappears like that. Oh, what is that now? What is that circumstance? Oh, they want. Oh, wow. All right. So you're saying that if my significant other told me before the accident that they no longer love me, that they no longer wanted to be with me, and that they wanted me to stop loving them because they have found someone else, then you would not take. Then there's the accident. So you would not take care of them because then you are crossing what? You're crossing their boundary. And they already told you, they basically told you, I don't want you no more. So, wow. That's whew, that's a hard one. That is so true. And mm, yeah, yeah, yeah. But it just don't make it right. Well, it don't make it right. Well, even though we should have expectations on people because then there would be boundaries that they would not cross. So we should have some expectations on people. I don't expect you to go out here screw the neighbor, get her pregnant. I don't expect you to do that. So I got expectations on you. I got expectations that you ain't gonna go out here whoring. I got expectations that you're not gonna go out here and rob a bank because we are in some financial strain. Not listen. There should be some boundaries, and we should have certain expectations. Because even though no one is perfect, no one is perfect. But however, we need to have expectations set. Like that I know you're not gonna go out here and whore around. Okay, I know you're not gonna do that. And my expectation is that you will go to work, that you will bring your check home. That's my expectation. That you will put food on table. That we will pay bills together. That is my expectation. That we will raise our children together. That is my expectation. Listen, people. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what. But here we go. Here we go. Here, all right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I done that. Yeah, that is true. But however, guess what? Now you describe that person as a person that's not going to meet your expectations, but you got this thing called high hopes. You got this thing called high hopes in a person. Now I ain't talking about. I'm not now. Listen, I'm not talking about high hopes. I already know what I'm working with. I should know who I'm working with. So I'm not talking about high hopes. I'm talking about expectations because I know who you are. Mm. I know that we have got to be able to communicate when vows are broken. We have got to be able to communicate in a way where we have an understanding on what you did, why you did, and do you see yourself doing it again? That's true. Doesn't mean yes. Exactly. Exactly. Let me tell you something. Cafeteria talk woke nine. Ether. Thank woke nine. Ether that energy on TikTok. Thank you ever so much for joining in. Our time has been very well spent talking about vow breakers. Talking about vow breakers on every aspect of the topic on what it means to different individuals. We kind of find out that it means different things to different people, and we kind of find out about the word expectation. I hope that something was said on today that we was able to drop some nuggets and some nuggets into your life that you can take with you and apply them to your life, and life would be a little bit more simpler if we did not have all these extra expectations and we start thinking things out about individuals that everyone does not think the same. Everyone does not was not brought up in the same environment you were brought up in, so they function differently. So we got to have what we call this word called understanding. Let's try to get a let's try that. Let's try to get an understanding. A little grace, a little mercy. Yes, absolutely. Grace and mercy. Listen, people. once again, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Tonight's Friday night. It's not our usual program, but I had a situation on Thursday where I went and supported my son, Jamar Jamerson, where he had to sing, and boy, did he sing! My God! But so we're here tonight on a Friday night, which is new to us. But next week we will be back to our regular podcast date. All right. And that's on Thursdays. All right. Listen, like I always say, baby, listen, have a wonderful weekend. And what? Keep your head on a swivel. Let me do that. All right. Oh, yeah. Another thing I need to acknowledge. Let me take that wrong, go back. Let me not. Oh, yeah. Juneteenth. Juneteenth. All right, the celebration of black people. All right, celebration of black people being liberated. I could talk on that, but I'm not. However, it's a holiday for us, which I don't think they are making it big enough. Not for me anyway. They're not making it big enough. Not like the 4th of July. Not like Memorial Day. All right. It needs to be more emphasis. And it's not like Pride Day. We didn't win the war. All right. We're still fighting. We're still fighting. That's another subject. But anyway, I want to give acknowledgement to the Juneteenth. And like I said, listen, have a wonderful weekend, people. And like I always say, keep your head on a swivel, baby, all right? Because, people out there doing all kinds of things. But however, keep your head on the swivel. Remember this. I love you, but guess what? God loves you best. And you're blessed, like my friend Lanier would say, be a blessing, all right? Listen, be a blessing to someone. Tell someone you care about them. Tell someone you're thinking about them. Tell someone you love them. It don't cost you a thing to express a little concern and a little kindness to someone. You may be saving a life. You never know by your smile and your concern. All right? Love you, but God loves you best. Bless, be a blessing. Them 3 things I tell you, and keep your head on a swivel, baby. And don't forget to go over there to YouTube, Jocelyn M. McGuire, and subscribe to my channel. Like and share. Share and like. Listen, and if you have a subject that you'd like for me to expound upon, please drop me a note and let me know. If you wish to remain anonymous, I can do that as well. Listen, people, much love to you. Peace and soul. All right?